Alright, we got the squat shoes, got the hoodie, and we got a beautiful view here today, guys, of University of Denver, or Denver University, a private school. It's not University of Colorado at Denver, it's not University of Colorado at Boulder, it's Denver University. It's a private university with 11,000 students. Obviously you got the mountains in the back, very beautiful. And it's 9:10, gave 6 of the peak rides, hit 40 last week, so we got the epic bonus. I'll try to shut up about that, but I'm really excited, so let's talk about the workout. Got a little pre going down. Oh yeah. Bang, baby. Dead game son. All right, guys, so we made it to the gym. Got a perfect parking spot here. I think a bird ate some paint and then shit on my car yesterday, so I have to run through the car wash again. But my car wash here is $19.99 a month and I can go unlimited. But I just was recording and my camera shut off on me, or I actually didn't hit record. What I was saying is today we're hitting 185 on the bench, which is really, really great, or on the squat. If you guys saw my last video, I just did the voiceover for it at Denver University, so welcome back. And what I was saying was we're squatting 185 today, and I'm not rushing to get stronger, guys. Sure, I may have been strong in the past, you guys have maybe lift more weight, but what I'm trying to do is pick weights and get stronger with them and not rush my linear progression. If I could squat 315 technically, physically, possibly by, I don't know, the end of May, I don't want to rush to 315 and then be struggling to recover, be missing reps, or be plateaued out. If I'm gonna hit 315 at this dosage with this diet, this supplementation, then I want to get there slowly. And every time I come to the gym, I want to feel extremely confident that I can handle this weight. I can pause it, I can hang out in the hole, I can explode up, I can add sets if I want to. And yeah, I was just trying to make the point of, if your linear progression looks like this, don't sprint up it just to get stuck at the top. Take time at each step, because if you want to squat for the next 40 years, which I do, rushing to the top, and there's just really no reason to do that. I don't need to stroke my ego by feeling like I'm stronger sooner than I actually am. So get the most out of what you're doing in the gym, and if you feel like a weight is challenging you at all, stick with it until it feels really easy. And your gains might be slower in the very, very short term, but I think in the long term, you're going to be stronger, healthier, better for it. So 2 hours from ignition on means, I don't understand that warning, but yeah, car just beeped and told me the car's been on for 2 hours, so that means we got our rides done. 6 of 40 for today. Let's go squat. I'll catch you guys after the workout. Let's do it. I'm thinking everyone got wasted for the Super Bowl, and all I did was eat about 2,000 calories of ice cream and brownies. So, time to get the biggest pull. Alright guys, so here we go. We are getting into this squat workout, and spoiler alert, I stopped doing the hack squat, and I stopped doing so much accessory work and realized, hey, you know what builds legs? Squats. And you know what builds legs more than the last squat workout you did? More squats, deeper squats, longer pause squats with better form. So I'm having my shake right now because that workout took more out of me than any previous leg workout I've done. And as you guys will notice, we ended up doing about 10 sets. I lost count because I stopped counting at about set 4. He's feeling good. Today we're going with a true shoulder width stance, which means my shoulder joint is gonna be about in line with my foot. So shoulder's right out here. Foot is basically right below it, not inside, and definitely not outside. Feels good to me. Stopped counting at about set 4 and realized, you know what? All that energy, all that muscle work, all the use of my joints I'm gonna use on the hack squat, why don't I just put that energy into a squat? And that's exactly what I did. One thing that I did note today that I do want to touch on is that you can see on my squat form that my left shoulder is a little higher than my right shoulder, so the barbell is lifted on the left side, and my right ass cheek is higher than my left ass cheek. So when I squat down, it's like my right glute is higher from the ground. So everyone's gonna have a little bit of scoliosis. Maybe some people are pretty much perfect, but I definitely have a little bit. I'm not sure which way, it's kind of irrelevant to me. But what I noticed is that my barbell is like this, and whether my right glute being high has to do with that, the one thing I know I can correct is that barbell. So what I did is I relaxed my left trap, I depressed my scapula, I pulled my left elbow down a little bit, and by set 6 or 7, I was able to get that barbell from here perfectly flat. And now I haven't watched the footage to see if it affected my right glute, but again, the right glute issue is something that it might be that my right leg is shorter or longer, it might be the position of my hip. That's irrelevant to what happens above my spine, or it might be directly correlated. But regardless, that glute issue is something that I may or may not get checked out or look into. But the bar position is something that I can immediately fix. So in this squat workout, that's exactly what I did. I fixed that barbell and I posted on Instagram. I haven't been posting there much, but if you go to my Instagram, if you care at all, if you want to see the barbell set, I don't know if it's in here, you'll clearly see it there. But like I said, guys, by set 6 or 7, with the depth I'm getting and pulling my neck back a little bit, my quads, like my vastus, not medialis or lateralis, my vastus intermedius or my rectus femoris, I think it is, whatever, those 2 center quad muscles, they were so pumped and almost cramping in sets 8, 9, and 10 when I was really pulling on my hamstrings in the hole. They were so pumped, more pumped than hack squat. So after the squats, I just did 3 very light sets of leg curls pyramiding up, supersetted with 3 very light sets of leg extensions pyramiding up. So I did like 70 pounds on each, 80 pounds on each, 90 pounds on each, and then I did 3 sets of calves as well. And honestly, guys, the take home here is, alright guys, so the set before that I put on Instagram, and I could see how my barbell line was like this. My right glute was higher. So that time, I tried to align my barbell. Record yourself, listen to yourself. If you see something that's not perfect, fix it immediately. So I keep setting up and getting tight, and I'm like this. So now when I get tight, I'm pulling the shoulder down. Always make adjustments to find perfection. And honestly, guys, the take home here is, whether you're squatting, benching, deadlifting, doing chin-ups, doing pull-ups, doing whatever compound movement you're doing, you really need to focus on that compound movement. This whole fluff and pump isolation garbage is just that, it's garbage. If you have tons of energy after your compounds, you're probably not spending as much time on your compounds. Sometimes when I do 3 sets on bench like I did yesterday, I'll go do a full bench workout. But now I'm realizing that, hey, you know what, maybe I should have rested longer and put more time into what I was doing. So we're gonna continue focusing on the compounds, but squat by itself is a really, really intricate exercise. The bench press, sure, it's exhausting, but that's really only an upper body movement. The squat for me is a full body movement that loads the quads like crazy. And I got to see today firsthand that after taking a little break and detraining, my quads were the emphasis of that exercise, and every other part of my body works. So if you want big ass, if you want thick hams and thick quads and thick calves, squat like I do, stop cheating with low bar, stop cheating with low bar, get an elevated heel, and if you don't want to try those things, then really everything else you do is a waste of time until you try those things. Peace. I'm gonna have this shake now because I'm freaking starving. Turn the lift on, make some money, make this video. What you looking at, bitch?
If you were that good, he'd be in the small food, you know? Yeah. Because they said falls is under contract. So they said.
All right, guys. So sun is going down slightly. It is 3:45, and I'm taking a break. As you guys know, 7 to 9 worked. Gymmed, came home, did some editing, and then I've been out of the house until now. And there's no way I'm gonna drive the rush hour and then come home at night and do stuff then. I'm gonna do stuff during the rush hour, like cook this food, and then when the traffic dies down around 6, then we got hours to keep working or chilling or doing whatever we want to do. But I know you guys like to see what I eat, or at least I like to see sometimes what people buy at the grocery store, so I'm gonna show you everything I bought today. This is what I buy once a week, and sometimes I'll stop in for a second trip if I need something urgently, but I usually try to go to the grocery store 1 time per week and then eat whatever else I have here around, so I'm not spending money. But today we spent 68 bucks, had to pick up a couple things, but usually I spend about 60 bucks for every week. It's not bad at all. All right, guys, so here we go. Little caffeine-free Coke Zero. Yes, caffeine-free Coke Zero is a real thing and it's delicious. Veggies, well, I have veggies from Sam's, so this is what I need to buy, considering that I do prepare in bulk lots of other things, but this is the stuff that goes and goes and I usually always have to buy. Chicken and beef for the week, yes. This amount of chicken and beef gets me through an entire week. Isolate protein and eggs do the rest of the job. Big glass thing of instant coffee. Cruelty-free milk, my favorite kind. Oats for shakes. Almonds for chicken and rice. Bananas because bananas. This is gonna go in the beef. And then we have muffins for pre-workout and for any other meal where I feel like I need some extra calories. Some Tums because when you eat a lot of food, you never know. And a couple extra toothbrushes because sometimes you have guests and sometimes they need clean teeth. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Caribbean waters. So it smells proper. I'm gonna cook, relax, edit, and that's a Monday for you guys, at least the first half of it. Still a half Monday to go. Let's cook.